All right, welcome back to Bye Guys Crypto Show, where mania rules, caution rules. We play the fools for your viewing pleasure. I'm Raph. Jeff, Stu, and Moose are out of pocket. It's a solo mission yet again outside Washington, D.C., the basement confines in my bunker here in Arlington, VA. That's right, listen up. I'm really excited to share with you a fun story about my latest, greatest ape mission, because I got into a really cool project. We Are First, House of First, their inaugural mint, something called the Everyone's. I'm going to tell you all about it and how it came about. And it's a fun story. And it really, I think, illustrates why I'm so excited about this space. Web3, crypto, everything. It's just so exciting. It's amazing how things are kind of interconnected. So I'm always on the lookout for a cool NFT project to jump into, to support, for fun, for connections, to get in there, become part of a community, just learn by doing, get your hands dirty. And I encourage everyone out there to do this to the extent that you can responsibly. I think it's a really good time to make those decisions. So here's how this one came about. I'm on Twitter, like a lot of folks, and I've been increasingly following all sorts of crypto personalities, NFT mints and operations, projects, all sorts of things. One, for some reason, I think it might have been because one of the people I was following liked a particular tweet, and this is the tweet. It was from a handle, ZK85 NFT. And I didn't know who that was initially, but I saw the tweet. Thanks to Steelers for inviting me to talk today about crypto and NFTs. Wow, that caught my attention. That caught my eye. I'm a big Steelers fan. Yeah, baby. We're having a rough year. Maybe we could make the playoffs. We'll see. The bottom line, though, is this was pretty cool, right? Love the energy and enthusiasm from the players and coaches. Some great brains in that locker room. That's encouraging. Let's go. Of course, he's not a Steelers fan. Otherwise, he would have said, here we go. But that's okay. I forgive him. But the point is, this gentleman, who I will come to later discover who it is, I'm like, wait a second. This guy is at the Steelers training complex. There's some pictures. I think is that Dan Rooney? I don't know, man. There he is. He's giving a presentation, and there's some of the players, and they're taking notes. Clearly, this is legit. This is serious. So initially, I'm like, this guy's established. Who is this cat? Well, first I had to give him a little shout out. So I think if I back it up here, I tweeted. I said, "Yoy, yoy, double yoy." My best Myron Cope, of course, for those of you who are not in the know, the deceased but famous radio commentator for the voice of the Steelers, the creator of the terrible towel, ladies and gentlemen, Myron Cope. Yoy! Anyway, I gave him a little shout out, and I did a little research. So I started poking around and said, okay, who is this guy? What's going on here? ZK85, founder of Royal Society of OP and House of First, NFT collector and enthusiast, metaverse, alter ego. Zev Klein. Okay, so I kind of click through. I figure out, who's this guy? General partner at Landmark Ventures, technology dealmaker, crypto, NFT, technology, startups, social innovation, other things. Same things are coming up. So I kind of poked around a little bit. What's this House of First thing? House of First is home to the new, novel, and noteworthy, our Genesis collection. Everyone's is available on OpenSea. I poke around. What's that? And at the time, it had launched. At the time, it was just the whitelisted editions that were out. I just kind of got this right in the right time, because it was going later that day. They were doing their public mint, and I thought, man, I'm gonna have to get into this. But oh no, I have a work meeting. I had a work meeting. I think the mint drop was like at 1 o'clock, maybe 11 o'clock. I can't remember. The bottom line was, I wanted to get one or two of these bad boys, but I knew that I'd be tied up, or at least I thought I would. So I had to ape in, and I bought one character on the secondary market before the rest of the public sale occurred, which was a bit of a silly move in a sense, because I paid much higher than the market rate, but I just wanted to get it. I thought it was going to sell out really quickly. Anyway, it turns out that the work meeting that had been scheduled was canceled. Therefore, I was able to be involved in the public drop, and you minted them from their website through their collections here, the Everyone's, which is a pretty cool project. The artist, a really unique Englishman, Ian Murray, very distinctive, very aesthetically pleasing. Initially, the mint was, I want to say 5,000, maybe 6,000. I don't recall. But the point is, it didn't sell out immediately. You know, it's an interesting phenomenon. Sometimes projects are more of a slow burn, and I think this is one of those. And it's definitely, now it's sold out. Now it's sold out, which is exciting. But that's because the House of First made some really, I think, difficult decisions, but the right ones for the community. They ended up really burning some of the assets, and they capped it at about 2,500. So they have sold out now. That's cool. When you sell out a project, then you kind of have an interesting thing to look at. You know, some other projects I've been in, if they don't sell out, they're still churning and burning, and they're trying to like get people to buy in. And there's a risk that if you let that go on too long, your project lingers and doesn't get necessarily the attention it deserves. People start paper handing their way out and stuff. Anyway, bottom line is, I was excited to get in this program. I have 3 of these characters. Here they are right here. This is the first one. It's kind of funny looking, cool, aesthetic. Got a compass, got a blue hat. I got this this other kind of alien looking dude. This is like a peace sign, funny glasses, smiley face, red hair, sort of like a cone head sort of thing going on. And then this is my favorite one, which coincidentally is the one that I paid for at a sort of higher rate than the market rate, but turns out to be probably one of the rarer ones of my collection, because not many of them have hats. Got the skimmer hat, got the cheeks, got the red cheeks, got the bow tie, got the cup of coffee, got a surprised look on his face. Anyway, it's pretty cool. I got these 3 characters, and I jumped into the Discord to just get a better sense of the community. And it's a pretty cool community. We are first. And that's what kind of sold me on this. You know, doing a little research on House of First. Who is this? You know, what's this operation? Well, they're trying to be kind of like a clearinghouse or a sort of a service that is picking some of the really coolest and most innovative and aesthetically pleasing artwork out there, right? They're trying to find new, novel, noteworthy NFT projects and partner with those artists and creators and just kind of make a statement. And this is going to be the first of many NFTs, I believe, that they're going to support in the coming weeks, months, and years. So I think I'm on the ground floor of something very special. I like the vibe. What was really exciting, and again, I'm new. I'm not deep in the weeds on this stuff by any stretch. But, you know, a lot of the folks involved with this project have very impressive collections associated with them. You got, is that the Bored Ape Yacht Club, maybe? Is that what it's called? You got CryptoPunks down here. Other stuff looking pretty cool. Also kind of impressive, they have a couple women involved. It's nice to see like a little bit of diversity on the gender side of this team. So that impressed me a lot. And I thought, yeah, they got seems like a pretty legit group. I got on Twitter and started following all of them, checking them out. They're all very impressive careers, resumes. It looks like a pretty cool team. So that was kind of intriguing to me. And then, of course, the artwork itself, which, you know, I won't get into anything if I don't like the art. And this is cool art, man. Look at that. It's very unique, distinctive, aesthetically pleasing for me. I was like, yeah, okay, I'm in. So I had 3 of these bad boys. I started poking around the community on Discord. It's growing. They've got close to 3,000 members now. And I thought, yeah, it's pretty active, a lot of general chat, comments and such. Hey, I can dig it, you know. I think I'm making a good decision. It's a risk like anything, but I'm having fun. And again, I would encourage everyone just to jump in. Find a project you like. Find some interesting creators, some Web3 leaders, and just jump in and learn by doing. That's really what you have to do here to make progress. So here was what was cool. If I can find it. They did something really neat after they launched. They held a contest. And here it is. I saw this posted on Discord on the 16th of December. It's sort of the everyone's characters, of course, as they describe them. Quirky, whimsical, simultaneously retro and avant-garde. So, you know, kind of an interesting vibe. What they're asking people to do is write stories about a character. So how did they motivate this? Well, they have a contest going. It's really it's really quite nice, right? $10,000 creative writing competition. I like to create. I'm a creative writer. I'm a creative guy. I'm in an MFA program for screenwriting and playwriting right now. So I mean, I got some juice. I can get involved in this. I can get excited about it. One grand prize winner gets $5K. 5 finalists. Final prizes of $1,000 each. So it's like, look, there's going to be 10 or 6 prizes. Top one's $5K. I mean, all that's money's. That's a nice incentive. It started on Thursday. It ends the 23rd. I think that's tomorrow. Yeah. So everyone has a story. We're looking to the community to help tell the favorite story of the characters revealed so far. Please write roughly a paragraph about your favorite everyone's character. The team will aggregate responses, pick a few of them, and then put it to a vote. And guess what? It's in voting time. So anyway, that's just something I got my curiosity. I said, I'm going to enter this thing. Absolutely. I also was able to recruit a friend of mine to enter too, who's not even involved with the project. She's a colleague. She's a very creative writer, is a novelist and fiction writer, literary fiction. And she wrote some really fun entries about my characters. So that's where this is called the story competition. So they have a pretty good number of entries. I'm scrolling. They probably have, I didn't count them up. I want to say like 50 entries maybe. But still, it's not too bad. The odds, if that you could rally some folks to vote for your story, and they're all very good stories. They're all very unique and original, as you would expect. There's no real rules other than entertain, right? Entertain, tell a great story, talk about your character, right? So pretty cool to see this. There's some of them are of varying lengths, formats, styles. I thought it was pretty wild, and I had a good time reading through those. This is probably the guy. It looks like he's going to win. He's got 10 votes right now, and it's just, sometimes brevity is the soul of wit, right? And this is just a really clever one. Look at that character. First of all, very unique. Robot head, heart in his hands. What a great callback to the Wizard of Oz. The only thing this story is hi, sorry I'm late. Is this where the auditions are for the Tin Man? Obviously, that's getting a lot of love, and I appreciate it. So here was my submission, and I've got to tell you, man, I just had a blast. I had a blast doing this because this is the character I wanted to write about. Just a very distinctive, unique-looking guy. Got a little bit of, he looks like an anxious guy, right? When you look at that picture, what do you see? When you look at this character, you reflect on it. What is it? Well, first of all, he's got coffee in his hand. He's got a bow tie, blushed cheeks like he's embarrassed or nervous. Got the skimmer hat, the kind of hipster looking. I don't know. I started thinking, hey, I kind of see this guy as awkward and uncomfortable in a coffee shop. And then I thought, oh my gosh, coffee shop in the metaverse. This could be a brilliant opportunity to weave in a little cameo appearance from my buddies over at Crypto Baristas. Yeah, and I've talked about Crypto Baristas on this channel a lot. My buddy Stu, one of the other Buy guys, is very, very big on this project. He's in their Discord every day, kicking it around. We're both members of the Caffeine Club. We're big supporters. We're big believers in Crypto Baristas, and they're minting some fantastic characters. Those puppies are selling out stat. I almost got in to get their one-of-one Buzz. I wanted to get that guy, and then I got outbid for it. So, but I got my own. I got this guy. I got Tony. I got number 1 of the Tony. I think he's 1 of 20, maybe 1 of 10. Bottom line is, I'm a big supporter of Crypto Baristas. I thought maybe I could weave in Crypto Baristas. He could be serving this guy the coffee, this nervous, anxious guy, the everyone's. And it's sort of like, it kind of hit me, and I just started writing. And then so I'll kind of narrate you my entry here. First, you can see the kind of at the bottom here, the description, right? OpenSea link to my character. I'm the owner. This is my Twitter handle. And I just put a little note here to kind of, let the audience know. In addition to my everyone's character, my story includes a cameo from Tony, an asset I own by virtue of supporting a project called Crypto Baristas. And I put the link in there, a little plug for my boys. I felt inspired to weave him into my entry as a sort of unauthorized crypto crossover. So yeah, man, I was having fun with it. Here's my story. It's very brief. Ethiopia or Papua New Guinea? The barista inquired, name tag Tony. Speechless, Roger felt the collective weight of anxiety, impatience, and frustration from the growing line of customers behind him, tapping toes, glancing eyes, huffing breaths. Is this a trick question, he wondered, face puckered, cheeks ablush. Reggio or Marcata or Oceania? USA for Africa or the future sound of London? Roger mulled incessantly, as those of the bow-tied, skimmer-hatted class are prone to do. And what might my answer reveal about me? He dreaded internally, to myself, to her, to them. Sir, Tony resumed his interrogation, Ethiopia or Papua New Guinea? An uneasy beat, followed by Roger's order, delivered in a high-rising terminal. Though he survived the moment, a later sip would reveal what everyone knew all along. In coffee, like most things in life, Roger chose wisely. I don't know where that story came from. It really kind of comes from personal experience, but I did drop the characters in here just kind of like to get some visual depiction of what we're talking about. Two different, very distinct styles. They're both somewhat minimalist in nature. This one's got a little bit more going on, and if you actually blow it up, there's some even texture, whereas the Crypto Barista is much more sort of a flatter nature and intentionally. Anyway, these are all interesting design aesthetics. So they're kind of like completely different, but similar in terms of characters. So they're a single character, as that is. So that was a fun story to drop in there. And it kind of does relate to the anxiety that I get when I go to a coffee shop, especially a nice one, where they ask you things like, Madagascar or New Zealand or wherever, Colombia, Northern Colombia. I'm like, look, man, I'm not a coffee connoisseur. I'm like Maxwell House, maybe McDonald's. I'll hit that up any day, 99 cents. Just whatever does the trick. But I maybe I should come to appreciate the finer things about coffee. But when I go to those cafes and they ask me a question like, Ethiopia or Papua New Guinea, I'm like, whoa, I don't know. What's this going to reveal about me? Right? I'm kind of like worried how to answer the question. Is it a quiz? Is it a test? Anyway, so that's a fun story, and I had a good time with it. It's in the contest. I got 4 votes. I'm going to drop the link to this in the section below on the video description. If you want to hop in there, read the stories, vote for your favorite, please do. Hop in, join We Are First. I'll put the invitation link to the Discord page. And then my friend, Tally Mims, a colleague, she wrote some funny stories about my other 2 characters. I voted for both of them, of course. No, didn't I? I thought I did. Yeah, I put 100%. You got to vote over here. You got to vote for the green. Got to click the green to vote. You probably put them both there. They're only counting the green checks, I think, is the actual number. But so yeah, these are funny stories. I won't read them. I won't bore you in the sense that I want to wrap this video up. But when you get in there, you should read them because they're really clever. And she, you can tell, is a great writer. And they're both very unique in approach. And these are my characters, and I'm supporting her. And I hope that, either I get one of the top 5 or she gets one of the top 5. And if she gets in one of the top 5, we split the pot. We split the awards. So that would be cool for us. I would definitely treat her to a nice lunch and thank her for her contribution. So yeah, there's a lot of enthusiasm for this. There's a lot of entries. We're going to see what happens. The one thing I'll mention is, I did this, I have to say, kind of whimsically, kind of it was impulsively or compulsively. What is it? What? I did it without thinking. I was inspired and I entered almost before do you think Crypto Baristas would be cool with that? Do you think House of First would be cool with that? I don't know, man. You're kind of crossing the streams here. You're taking 2 projects and mixing them without anyone's permission. I instinctively like that, but I also want to be respectful of the work of others. And so I reached out to my friends at Crypto Baristas, and they were thrilled. This was really cool. And it reinforces, I think, to me, why that project has got so much potential. They love collaboration. They love creativity. They were thrilled. And so they even said, like, dude, go onto our Discord page and drop it in there, man. Like, let people know. So I went over there and I dropped it in. Hey, everybody, Rafferty here. I'm a Caffeine Club member, holder of Tony #1. Hope you're on the cusp of a wonderful holiday. Look, I'm in a contest. Da 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 da. You can vote for this. I dropped in Tony into a story for the everyones, and getting a lot of love, man. People are like, "Hey, great job. This is cool," And I think they're going over there and supporting the campaign. Maybe they're also going to get introduced to the everyones, which is a fantastic project, and maybe more, bigger picture, get introduced to House of First. And this is where the beauty is, man, because, I think it's very important for everyone to contemplate. This space is very competitive right now, right? It's very new. It's almost like a gold rush mentality. Everyone wants to get out there, mint their characters, get their projects going, get a lot of attention. And you can, if you're not careful, you can start to think that there's a fixed pie. There's a fixed audience for this. And your success or someone else's success comes at the expense of their competitors. And I don't think that's true in NFTs. I think we're so early. I think there's so many new people coming in each and every day that, kind of to paraphrase some of the lessons from my man Gary Vaynerchuk. Yes, I'm an enormous fan of Gary V. But, he says the world is abundant, right? Your success doesn't come at the expense of someone else's success. It's not a zero-sum world. So if you have that mentality and you start to think collaboratively, how can I succeed in a way that's also beneficial to someone else? Explore those opportunities for collaboration, mutual benefit. Man, that can unlock some real exciting opportunities. Look, I don't know. I'm not an artist. I've never designed or dropped an NFT project. I have aspirations. I'm certainly learning and jumping into this space to get a better feel for how it works. But man, if I could help introduce some artists and projects that don't know about each other, get them talking, get them connected, get those communities integrated a little bit, you never know what greatness could come from that. So I'm thrilled to be kind of that, conduit, someone that like puts folks together, right? Connects folks, that connector role. I think it's super important. And I think it's going to be good for everyone. No matter what happens in the contest is just like an excuse to have fun and engage. But I mean, I'll do credit to House of First for sponsoring that contest, for being excited about me bringing in another character from a different project. And I'll do credit to Crypto Baristas for getting their community excited. They even posted at the top of their comments. The guy was like, "Yeah, man, I want you to do well. If you succeed, we succeed." It's all very holistic, and I love that approach, man. And it's very exciting. So that's what's going on. That's the latest and greatest story. The Everyone's House of First, awesome project. Rafferty dropping the Crypto Barista Everyone's crossover storyline, doing well. Got about 20 hours left in the contest. So hop on in there, join Discord, check out the channel. I put the invite in the information below. Learn more about House of First. Learn more about the Everyones. Read those stories and get entertained. Connect with some of those writers. Connect with some of these communities. Hop over to Crypto Baristas. Check them out. They're dropping assets all the time to get funding for their physical space. They're going to launch a Crypto Barista franchise in New York City, potentially. Coffee bars, art, community. It's all great. All this is great. It's fantastic. It lifts my spirits. We're a couple days, away from the holidays here. Everyone's having a good time. Everyone's racing around, getting ready for hopefully take a little breather, spend some time with the family. But this really kind of started, my holiday really started the end of the day today. I'm off the rest of the week and going back to work later next week. But this is a heck of a way to get going on the holiday. So I don't know, man. It's been quite a ride. I'm excited about these projects. I'm excited to get other people introduced to them. And most of all, I just want people to get in the game. Because it's, like they say in Lotto, you gotta play to win. But in crypto, you gotta buy to fly, baby. To the moon. All right. See you next time. Bye-bye.